Hi everyone. Today I thought I'd paint a stone bridge today, and I've done a quick, a sort of a detailed drawing of the actual bridge and where it's supposed to be, and some line work in the back, and some rocks in the front. The picture reference comes from Pixabay, but I'm not going to actually stick to it because it was a bit too complicated. And what I want to do is try to simplify this as much as possible by not putting too many rocks in. And what I'm going to start off by doing is just wetting down the sky, sit for a few minutes, or for a few seconds rather. Take some ultramarine blue and put a sort of a layer on there. So I've sort of wet down that mountain area. I'm going to keep it, I'm going to try not to paint over it. Now what I'm going to do is take a tissue, sort of sponge it up, and try and lift out some clouds, and let's just do some distant ones here first. Some of this as well. Sort of increase the size of them as we go along here. Make it even bigger along up there. You can do the same along here. And again, press hard. And now, just to still add a few. We're gonna let that sky dry, and while it's drying, I'm gonna work on there's a little bit of a mountain there, and I don't want to make a big deal out of the mountain. I just sort of want something in the background there. And so what I'm going to do is take a bit of Payne's grey, a little bit of ultramarine blue with that, and just a sort of a suggestion of a mountain there. Now what I'm going to do is work on the there's a sort of a hill here. But before I work on the hill, what I want to do is take a little round brush, and I've already got a mixture of something here. So what I'm going to do is, I've something made, but I'm going to ramp it up with a bit of a yellow ochre and a leaf green. Put it along there. And now what I want to do is, with the same sort of mixture, but a little bit darker, focal point here is the bridge, really. Lift out some of the go back in with the trees here in the distance. Maybe darken them up a bit. Maybe. And now I want to take the Terry Harrison foliator. You can see I'm sort of semi-avoiding the bottom bit here because that needs to be a bridge. So what we're going to do is just use, just to try and avoid it. Go strokes. Same along here and make it a little bit intense. I'm going to go in with some darker colors here. Honestly, I don't want to spend too much effort these trees, but just make them as dark as we can. I'm going to do with the trees. Now I'm going to go back, just work on those trees that I messed up. Well, didn't mess up, I mean, they didn't come out this way, the sort of way I wanted them to come up. So I'm going to go back in some yellow ochre and a bit more green, I think, with that one. Over some of the things. If you're finding that you're losing it or getting away from it, you can always sort of go over it with darker colours. which is what I'm doing here. This is meant to be really dark, actually. Ultramarine blue to it. Take a card, not lifting, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my brush to a round one, and with that I'm going to lay down a wash of yellow ochre first. To avoid these boulders or I'm going to add a mixture of the same color in a sort of a downward motion. Sienna to that as well. A bit of light red as well. Lift off a little bit here because we've gotten too dark there. This side I'm going to use a sort of a mixture of raw umber first and then put layers and things on top. So let's just start with a nice sort of watery mix of raw umber. Put it all over the rocks as well. And the bridge. Spread it around. You just want a sort of a tint rather. start by a little, just some colour in sort of places. So we can start with sort of streaks of yellow ochre. I don't think I'll be scraping the rocks this time. What I'll do is I'll put sort of drop in colours and just see how it fares, really. You can see I am avoiding them, but okay. So now I'm going to put some deep green down. See, I'm getting bits of light red coming in too, which is nice actually. It's pretty nice. This might be on the brush actually. I might have picked it up. Oh, look at that. Yeah, happy accident. I'm happy with that. It's good. Add a bit more. And add burnt sienna to that as well. Vary the colour of the greens just to give it a bit of interest. You can always use our fingers as well to add a bit of texture. You can also use the Terry Harrison brush. Let's dry it off first. We don't want it wet, and we can add sort of texture along here. Add it along there as well. We're going to put, oh, I forgot to add something. Look, I noticed. You see this, these trees, they're also reflected underneath. They're not reflected, they're sort of, you can see them under here too. From the picture anyway. So now I'm going to work on these rocks, and it's a question of just dropping colours in really, and how they turn out. So let's just put some yellow ochre into that. it's wet, we can add what was the burnt umber to it. And maybe darken it at the bottom a bit more, actually. Work on the bigger ones like this in the same way, just there's a big one here. Work on one of these here in the front too. We can work on this one now. I'm trying to do them individually so that they don't sort of end up merging and mingling. The ones in the distance I might just do at once because they are in the distance and they don't need to have any distinctiveness about them. I may go back into this one as well. Let's work on this one here. And then we can do the others like this. Let's just do the distant ones just to demonstrate how I could paint them. I mean, again, let's just put a whole and now I'm just going to add some dark accents underneath and in between some of the rocks because like here and add more dark here and go back in a little bit here like that. Now for some reason there's quite a bit of dark under here, and I don't know what it is, so I'm going to put that in anyway. From the photo I can't tell. Now what I'm going to do is turn the camera off and paint the rest of these rocks in the same sort of way I've done these, and then we'll come back and work on this and the water. Okay, sorry, I've had to adjust the light because it seems to have gotten dark in here. When I started painting, it was very, very sunny while the sun had been out, and now it's gone back in. So I've had to adjust the lighting, and I'm so sorry about that. Now, what I'm going to do is, looking at these rocks, I just want to blend in some of the colors here using a tissue and a sort of a brush. Brush might be better. Yeah. It here. We can go back in with a little bit more color. Just the base. A few diagonal strokes here and there. And now let's work on the bridge. And for the bridge, I'm going to use a bit more raw umber. You could take it all the way here. And this is the back. And the back is just going to be left sort of indistinct. It's the front that I want to sort of focus on. The whole colour on there. Get a bit more here. I'm wondering if I can actually do some scraping. I don't know whether I need to. And then we can put drop in some burnt umber onto that. The fear is that this is going to turn into a mess because the brickwork is gone. Let's try it anyway. And then we're going to add some blue to that. I'm going to take the card and lift the thing, okay, and just have to do it really quickly, I think, before it dries off. There's going to be a bit of a problem here. horizontal strokes going all the way, then the bricks aren't curving. They're sort of horizontal all the way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rigger with a darker colour, maybe even a blue. In all of them. A line here. And now we can do the water, and I'm going to use the flat brush for this, and the water is going to be sort of, I'm not sure, we're going to use the ultramarine blue for it, and maybe a little bit still, a little bit runny, I don't know. I'm just going to add a little, just one bird, just put it here, really, in the middle, just along, maybe over the mountain, maybe it's come over the mountain. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and do consider subscribing, as it always helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks very much for watching, and see you in my next video.